Kelsey. I'm from the States. My job before I came here was I was a physiotherapist or a physical therapist if you're in the States. I've been working in that field for about 5 years. So I've been doing yoga for the past couple years, and I had this idea that I really wanted to blend yoga with physio. So creating some of my own classes or even maybe a studio at some point so I can blend the two together to bring the mind and the body connection together just to improve healing. Why do I think it's important that we bring the mind and body together for healing? So especially through this training, I've learned how much we hold emotions and things that have happened to us, whether it's big trauma, small trauma, or just experiences we have in our lives, how much we hold that in our bodies in different patterns, muscle tightness, pain. And I see that reflected in physio in the Western culture world. There are a lot of things that we can treat just from a physical standpoint, but then there seems to be an endpoint where people still have discomfort and no one really knows what to do with it. So I think that's especially where that mind-body connection comes in, because we need to give people the tools on top of just physically helping them, but also teaching them how to emotionally and mentally care for themselves. What do I think about what I've learned in the course in terms of mind and body healing? I feel like one of the great things that yoga does, especially through our asana practice, and that is really heavily emphasized in Santosha, is using the breath during our asana practice to lead the practice. So already, you're combining the breath and the movement together, and then just learning about how the breath is so reflective of what's going on in our mind and our body. Mind is busy and agitated and thinking about lots of different things. That's reflected in the quality of our breath. So when we can change the quality of breath, we can change how we feel physically. I've just been really amazed through the different meditations and pranayamas that we've done here, the ability to just through the breath and having someone guide you and being in such a safe space, how much we can release, myself personally and lots of other people here as well. Do I have a favorite tool or technique that I've learned during the training? I think one of my favorites has been, we went over a couple different kinds of meditation. I really enjoy the Ho'oponopono meditation that our lovely teacher Georgie taught us. It's just a beautiful way to send love to yourself, to send love to someone else, to send love to the world. And when you do it on a regular basis, it's so much more powerful than I would have ever realized. How did I feel teaching Ho'oponopono meditation? So I just finished that today. It was lovely. It was just so beautiful to be sitting with people and being able to guide them into such gentle space and to feel like you could create this world for them where they can really relax, let go, and access that love that they have inside of them. What I see myself doing after the training, so I travel frequently for work. So one of my plans is to start my own website and start by just teaching and uploading videos of both meditation and yoga online. And then I would like to start creating some courses that help me blend the techniques that I've learned here at Santosha with some of the physio skills that I have to start creating courses or a series of classes for people who are suffering from a specific type of pain, like chronic back pain, for example. What makes me want to work in a healing field? What a great question. I have always done that. Just really gravitated to that in my life. I have some good skills that translate really well into that field and that space, that healing space. And the more that I learn, the more I realize that in order to get even deeper into that space, you have to heal, you have to work on healing yourself so that you can help other people heal even more deeply. And I think that's been a really powerful experience here. Do I think Santosha supports healing? Oh my God, yes. Like, above and beyond 4,000%. Our teachers have been absolutely amazing. I felt nothing but safe in every single class and every time I talk to them. They're so knowledgeable. They're about all the things that we're learning, but just about how to create this really, really beautiful space and energy when we're doing, sometimes really difficult things. Yeah, I could not have asked for a better support system. Did I have difficulties during the course? And how did I overcome it? One, I've not someone who is great at publicly sharing emotions, so we got right into that in like day 2, so that was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I really felt like I got to come home with this group of people, like home to myself, and I've let so many walls down that I feel like I can just be very open in who I am. And then because I was having such a great release with some of those moments and connecting with people, I started to expect that during my second week. And so of course, as soon as you attach this expectation to the outcome, it doesn't happen. So it was a great lesson to learn that I need to release the attachment to the outcome and just come into each experience to appreciate it for what it is and to just be curious about what's arising. Not every day is going to be perfect or mind-blowing, but it's about the journey, not about that end destination. Oh, how did I deal with the days that weren't amazing? So I feel like we learned really great techniques at the beginning of the course and just were reminded throughout that we just needed to come back to being curious about how we were feeling and just accept how we're feeling in that moment, that it's okay. No emotion is good or bad. No feelings or thoughts are good or bad. They're there to tell you something. And that might be that you need to slow down, or that might be that you need to make a change, or that you're going in the right direction. It just kind of depends. But I tried to really come back to that every day when I was getting frustrated or not making progress that I wanted, that to just be curious about what my mind and my body were trying to tell me in that moment and listen, and then everything just kind of works out. Well, if I could say anything to my past self right before this course began, what would I say? Relax. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. Yeah, I decided like 3 weeks before I came to do this, because I started online and transitioned to the in-person, because I really felt the need to feel the energy and connect with the teachers on a face-to-face basis. So I would just tell her, relax, it's